Shalom. Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Babylon is plagued and will soon fall. He's coming back, and he's coming from the moon. Out of the mouth of babes. Anyway, this place is done. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. We had the Crown Vicky. What's this other new virus? I can't even keep up with these viruses. There's another virus, but there's a new one, the polio. Polio. What was the other one? I forget the other one. I remember the Crown Vicky. This is fresh in my head. Polio. Polio has been detected in New York City, wastewater officials say. So it's here. It's here. But what was the other? Can't even keep up with these plagues. So many damn plagues. What was the last plague? It was last week. You had the bird flu. There's a number for it. 51H2972LJ LGBTQXYZ, whatever. Can't even keep up with these plagues, man. Whether the Most High sent them or man made it up. Polio is an old disease, making a comeback. Didn't the let me see something. Let me check something. Let me do this. Let me do this right here. Got some precepts for you lined up. Don't you worry about that. As Stevie Wonder said, don't you worry about a thing. Okay, let me go to polio. Some history on polio. Polio. Monkeypox. Monkeypox. That's what it is. The new thing is now you forget about monkeypox. That's old school. And the Indians. Oh, wait a minute. The polio vaccine was developed in 1952. So they came up with a vaccine. And the Indians. Or was it smallpox? I believe it was smallpox. 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 Indians. Did colonists give infected blankets to Native Americans, which is a fact. A fact. Pregnant women died, babies died. And, you know, how much more proof do you need that this man's the devil? Did the U.S. Army distribute smallpox blankets to Indians? And the answer is yes. That's another plague, man-made plague. They put it in. I believe the story goes they took the dead bodies of the English, the British soldiers, and I believe smallpox derived from dead bodies, and they wrapped them in blankets, and they said, "Okay, we're helping the Indians." And the Indians, a lot of the indigenous tribe of Gad, tribe of Reuben, said, "Oh, these people are really good to us. They really like us." And a lot of them died. Babies died. Pregnant women died. Men died. That's the tribe of Gad. This is a history of violence with this devil. So smallpox, that's another one. You got monkeypox. Monkeypox. I forgot about monkeypox. I remember the Crown Vicky. Then you had the different variants of the Crown Vicky, and then you had the bird flu. And that all of a sudden disappeared because people are saying, nah, they no longer believe in the powers that be. So the newest one is, let me see. The newest one is polio. This is as of a day ago, not even a day ago, some 13 hours ago. News, and it always comes from major cities. New York is always, these diseases, these plagues seem to like New York, especially New York City. The New York Times, polio has been detected in NYC wastewater, officials say. Polio outbreaks incited regular panics decades ago. Yeah, they want panics, which is chaos, so they can bring order through a vaccination, a jump shot, until a vaccine developed and the disease was largely eradicated, not completely eradicated because it's back. Polio virus detected in NYC wastewater. Officials are using jump shots, vaccinations. Health officials in NYC announced Friday, it's Saturday, the 13th, that was Friday the 12th, that polio virus, the virus that causes paralytic polio, was detected in sewage. It's a new panic. So get your shot, and get your boosters, and get your other shots, and get your shot for this, and get your shot for that. What did that General Yohannes say? Go ahead and get the vaccine. That's what he said. CNN. Polio virus detected in wastewater samples in New York City. Health, and it's not in the Ganges River over there in India. They got dead people up in there, man. They bury dead people in there. They put them in the water and let them, and they swim in there. They shit in there. But but it so happens to come to New York City. Come on, man. It says polio virus has, let me read this again, polio virus detected in, that's why the Lord is coming, he coming from the moon. He's coming from the moon. Wastewater samples in New York City. Health officials say polio virus has been detected in wastewater samples and in New York City, suggesting likely local circulation of virus according to state. Another reason to panic. And that shows you that the Most High is not with America. The Most High, don't sing that song, God Bless America. God, the Most High is not. At one time, he blessed them to be the devil. And NBC, New York, polio now detected in NYC sewage, not the Ganges River. State identifies more than 20 samples of concern. How long does the polio vaccine last? And you still got to worry about the Crown Vicky and the Omarion and the monkeypox and the smallpox and this pox, a pox on you and your ancestors. Ed Norton used to always say, a pox on you and your ancestors, which is a plague. How is polio spread, and should you be worried about an NYC breakout? It's already a breakout. If it's in the water system, the wastewater system, it has to be in the water system, period. Through your faucet, they're going to tell you, make sure you boil your water. And that really doesn't help. You got to distill the water. Stupid. CNBC, polio detected. Polio detected in New York City sewage, suggesting local circulation of virus. And then you hear of the first case, second case, third. Oh my God, it's an epidemic. That means white people got it. Richard Pryor said that. Health officials say New York State health, not the city, New York State Health Commissioner, Dr. Mary Bassett, called the detection of polio in NYC, New York City, alarming. Bassett said local and federal, whatever, polio virus found in New York City wastewater, suggesting community transmission. That means people are going to get it. You know, it's going to go from the wastewater to the people. You got the homeless people out there. So that, look, a new plague. This proves that the Most High was never with America. America was set up as a prison camp for the children of Israel. Really, that's why you have all the tribes over here now. The 144,000 are being gathered. The polio virus has been detected in New York City wastewater, suggesting that there's community transmission in the 5 boroughs, Staten Island, Manhattan, the Bronx, Queens, Brooklyn, spread out to Long Island. Polio virus is found in New York City wastewater. Health authorities announced Friday, which was a couple of hours ago, that polio virus has been found in New York City wastewater, a discovery that extends the known presence. ABC, that was the Washington Post, ABC 7, New York, polio found in NYC wastewater, Vaccinations urged. So let me give you a couple of precepts. I'm going to make this long and drawn out. Psalms 91. This right here. These precepts is going to show you that the Most High is not with America. So anytime you sing that song, don't sing that song, God Bless America, because change the lyrics to God Cursed America. It was blessed at one time, but now it's cursed. It's going the most. This is the end of your society, man. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Psalms 90, and we know what's going on behind the scenes any damn way. But that's why I avoid people, man. When you get into this truth, the deeper you get into this truth, the more you don't want to be around people. They're like Charlton Heston in the movie Planet of the Apes, the original. That the opening scenes, he basically, the reason why he was part of that space program, because he didn't want to be around humans. And those apes, changed his mind to have a love for humanity. He didn't want to be around humans, man. When you see how these people are, how fucking stupid these people are, how ill-informed they are, how especially these Christians, they got to be the retards of religion. These Christians are outrageous, man. They're outrageous. Them are some real stupid people, man. Christianity makes you void of common sense. They don't use common sense at all. The stupidest people on the planet. I'm not talking about the scholars. I'm talking about the rest of you dimwits, you idiots. And they buzz around us. These fucking retarded Christians buzz around us all the time because we have the truth. Ain't nobody going to them. What did the Lord say? If I be lifted up, I shall draw all men to myself. Ain't nobody being drawn to Christianity. Everybody's leaving Christianity. So that's not the way. If I be lifted up, meaning the Messiah, if I be lifted up, meaning if you're putting the name of the Messiah up, if I be lifted up, I shall draw all men unto myself. Ain't nobody drawn to Christianity, man. They're leaving Christianity. They're becoming witches, warlocks, atheists. It says this gospel shall be preached throughout the whole world, or published throughout the whole world, and then in the oikoumene sense, and then the end shall come. Christianity goes back when Christopher Columbus came over here. He brought Christianity. So we're talking 500 years of Christianity. And why didn't the Lord come back? Because Christianity is not the truth. Psalms 91, verse 9 and 10. Because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee. Evil meaning a bad time. The Crown Vicky is a bad time. The monkeypox, this new thing, the polio was making a comeback. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Just look up the word plague. Evil, the Hebrew word is rai. So let's look up the word plague. The word is nagai, stroke, plague, disease, mark, plague, spot. The monkeypox, you get spots all over you. Stroke, wound, stroke, mark, mark of leprosy, metaphorical of disease, any disease. These diseases are lining up to come to America, New York City. So this word plague, and the guy occurs 78 times in 62 verses. Second Ezra, chapter 15. I'm just going to go to these verses that mention the word plague or plagues, but I'm going to start at the top. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people. Who are the Lord's people? Vocab Malone. They're the body of believers. You could be white, black, Chinese, Mexican, Arab, East Indian. That's the body of believers. No, it's the Israelites. You want to be Jesuit? Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people, the Israelites, the words of prophecy. And that's the main thing that we get on. When we go out on the highways and the byways, mainly we go into them. We go over them prophecies over and over and over and over again. Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. Put in whose mouth? You're going to put in the prophet's mouth. He's not going to put it in the fake prophet's mouth. The real, the ones that are on the highways and the byways, the ones that are doing the sit downs, the ones who drank the water that was given to us by Yahushua 2,000 years ago, and how it's gut flowing out of our belly. When you look up the word flow in John 7:38, the word flow means to gush like a waterfall. You're gonna teach, even if you don't want to. I'm gonna take a day. I'm gonna chill out today, and then you wind up doing 5 videos. If you notice, we putting up videos. We went from 3 videos a week to a video every day to sometimes 3 or 4 videos. That's that water gushing out of us, man. We can't help it. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people, the Israelites, the words of prophecy, and that ye may prophesy, that ye may be occupied in prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth. Whose mouth? The elect's mouth, the men of the Lord's mouth, the prophet's mouth, saith Yahweh. This is what the Lord said. And cause them to be written in paper. We read out of the book. For they are faithful and true. None of these shall fail, right? Seek ye out the book of the Lord and read. None of these shall fail. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity, the unbelief, any Israelites among his people, Israelites, that don't believe, leave them alone. You ain't got no business rubbing elbows with Sarnetta and having debates. Got no business. The Most High didn't say, and ye will have ye debates. We don't got to debate. Although debates do happen, but these set up debates like Alazar or High Priest Grand Poobah Alazar and Captain Desariak and them, you shouldn't be cool with them people, man, because they're enemies to the truth. They're enemies to the cross. Just teach. That's what the Most High said. And that's what we at GMS do. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity, the unbelief of them, the Israelites, trouble thee, that speak against thee, that speak against us. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Now watch what I say. Fourth verse, for all the unfaithful, the unbelieving shall die in their unfaithfulness. All them guys are the Most High gonna kill all of them. All them comedic guys, the Most High gonna kill. He's gonna cause them to take that charagma, and then he's gonna destroy them. All you Christians will be destroyed, and you're gonna take the charagma too, because the pastors ain't warning you. So I'm just gonna go into these precepts, and then I'm gonna close. Fifth verse, behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Now, what are they talking about now? Because of the raid, the FBI raid of Trump's Mar-a-Lago mansion, estate, whatever you want to call it. Now you got these good old boys, they up in arms. And now what's in the air now is a civil war. But I will bring them with a mighty hand. Who's the them? The Israelites. But not just an Israelite, the elect of Israel. 11th verse. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before. So which Egypt is this talking about? It's obviously talking about the new Egypt. That's in Isaiah chapter 19. It's talking about America. Amos 7 and 17 is talking about America. Ezekiel 4 is talking about America. Isaiah 13 is talking about America. Destroy the whole land. That's America. 11th verse again, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. And that's talking about the ships coming to deliver us. Psalm 91. And smite Egypt, the new Egypt, Sodom and Egypt, with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. What land is the Most High going to utterly destroy that will never come back? Babylon the Great. Read Revelation chapter 18. That's the closing credits of Babylon the Great. 12th verse. Egypt, the new Egypt, Sodom and Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Oh, 13. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hell, and with a fearful consolation. All these food, these empty shelves. We never experienced that in America. And Richard Pryor said in a stand-up, he said, he went to Africa, and the African guy said, he said, you can eat 24 hours a day in America. Because everything, I remember you go back 3 years, 4 years. Go to any supermarket, everything was packed. Now you got, when you go to supermarkets or even into these big box, like the BJ's and the Costco's and so forth, and the Sam's Clubs, you got certain items that are not even there. It says, 27th verse, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and everybody's feeling it, man. This inflation is worldwide. Ye shall remain in them, and the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. And the word sin means the transgression of the law, but vocab says, oh, we don't got to keep the laws. I'm almost done. Bear me for a minute. Let me read the 8th verse. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me. That's the Israelites that you put to death. And the souls, and this precept goes hand in hand with Revelation 6. I believe that's the 9th verse. And the souls of the just complain continually. So anytime any Jake that got shot by the cops and killed, they know that the Israelites, they're in the spiritual realm, they have the spiritual body, eternal in the heaven, and they're complaining to the Most High. So you got millions and millions of Israelites that as soon as they go up into the heavens, they're complaining to the Most High about this man going down. So the Lord is getting ready to come back, and he's coming from the moon. And that's out of the mouth of babes. Isaiah. Got Isaiah on the brain. Second Esdras, the Greek way of saying Ezra. Second Esdras 15, verse 49. I will send plagues upon the widowhood, poverty. There was one report. There's so many people that are living in cars and just living in boxes and so forth. Because you don't have a place to live, you live in your car. And when you go to renew your registration, you need an actual address. If you don't got the address, you can't renew your registration. So there's a lot of people out here in America that's living in the vans, and there's videos on van life. People living in cars. You see a car parked with a whole lot of clothes and stuff in the back, that person is homeless. And a lot of them are Edomites. And because of their pride, they don't want to show the world. They try to hide. They because of the pride of this fucking devil. Listen, you done. Esau, you are done. You are done. You are done. Esau is the end of the world. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence. I can just go into a whole rant on the word pestilence, to waste thy houses with destruction and death. Things are going to get worse before they get worse. 50th verse, and the glory of thy power, the great America, shall be dried up as a flower. The heat shall arise that is sent over thee. And that heat is talking about those missiles. And that's how you're going to go down. thou shalt be weakened, and as a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastises with wounds. Like you got an old poor woman and you put up on a tree, she's ready to die anyway, and you hang up, you tie her to a tree and you whip her. And whipping is coming back. Lynching is coming back in a big way, but it's gonna be a reversal. We're gonna be the ones with the whips, and we're gonna work you in the fields. It's not gonna be a good experience for you. You Edomites, I suggest you watch all those movies on slavery and change the faces, because that's where you're going. That's going to be a reality to you. You going into slavery, all right? It says, chastise with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive thee. Would I, with jealousy, have so proceeded against thee, saith Yahweh. 53rd verse. If thou hadst not always slain my chosen, which are the Israelites, exalting the stroke of thine hand, hanging us, whipping us, working the hell out of us, perpetual hatred, and saying over their dead when thou was drunken. Your drunkenness was the fact that you thought you were going to rule forever. Psalm 50 and 16. You thought the Lord was altogether one such as thyself. Set forth the beauty of thy continence, the reward of thy whoredom. This is the great whore. Revelation 17 shall be in thy bosom. That's the destruction, the missiles. Therefore shalt thou receive recompense. Recompense means what? Payback. Like as thou hast done unto my chosen, the Israelites, saith Yahweh, even so shall the Most High do unto thee, and shall deliver thee into mischief. It's going to get worse. Thy children shall die of hunger, and thou shalt fall through the sword. Thy cities shall be broken down, and all thine shall perish with the sword in the field. You preppers, we're going to go out in the mountains. We got mountaintop, we got log cabins out there. Guess what? You're going to go out there and you're going to run out of food. And then you're going to eat your babies. And that goes for you Jakes too. They that be in the mountains shall die of hunger and eat their own flesh, cannibalism, and drink their own blood for very hunger of bread and thirst of water. Thou as unhappy shalt come through the sea and receive plagues again. You're going to go from one place to the other place trying to find food, like the movie Road. And any of you Jakes out there, you Israelites, you brothers, you sisters that didn't see the movie Road, please watch the movie Road. Got to watch that again. I watched that about 10 times. And then the passage, they shall rush on the idol city and shall destroy some portion of thy land. Anything that you can scavenge, got them scavengers out there, and consume part of thy glory, which is America. Shame, fruit, spewing shall be on thy glory, and shall return to Babylon that was destroyed. But you really can't. This is a poetic talk. In other words, it's not completely destroyed, but a lot of these places are going to be barren, desolate places before the missiles come. But government will still be. When the missiles hit, this is the order. The MOTB is going to come before the Jacob's trouble. Then from Jacob's trouble, it's gonna come the angels to deliver the elect and then destroy this land. It says, and thou shalt be cast down by them as stubble. What stubble? When you burn something up, the residue from that wood is called stubble. And they shall be unto thee as fire. And that fire is talking about that nuclear fire. This is how you got this. There's no other way you can go out. You know, you can't turn around and sign checks and reparation. Reparation ain't gonna help. This place has to be taken out by fire, a conflagration, and shall consume thee and thy cities, thy land, which is Babylon the Great, and thy mountains. Mountains represent governments. All thy woods and thy fruitful trees shall be burnt up with fire. Fire from what? The missiles. Thy children shall they carry away captive. So where are we gonna get the captive from? The slaves from Europe, from around the world. When we come back down, and look what thou hast, they shall spoil it and mar the beauty of thy face, thy facade. Mar meaning to cut, to destroy. So it's all downhill for you, downhill, uphill, hard road. This is it. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.